I wanna hear.
So now, right, fast forward all the way until I get accepted into Georgia State, and at this point I lived off campus with, you know, 3 other roommates or whatever, and we had met one of my roommates' boyfriend. We gonna call him Terrence. We gonna call him Terrence, okay? And then we gonna call his girlfriend, because these are the important people in the story. We gonna call his girlfriend Tamara, okay? Terrence and Tamara. I don't know why I picked T, but you know, whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna call his girlfriend Terrence. I mean, his boyfriend, her boyfriend is Terrence, and her name is Tamara. So one night, you know, we just chilling, trying to look for a turn up, as always. It's always happening like this. So we was looking for, you know, like a place to turn up, a place to, you know, just have fun, go party in, do something. We found weed. We found weed. We found weed. Okay, obviously, yeah. So again, with smoking again, okay? So we like, okay, yeah, you know, whatever. One of the girls was like, I don't smoke, whatever like that. So she didn't want to do it with us. So we went, we chilled, you know, we smoked outside, blah, blah, blah. Went back upstairs. Now, my dumb self, because I am very paranoid. That's one thing about me. Like, I'm so paranoid. I hate flying because I think of the worst scenario. I hate going on boats because I think of the worst scenario. Like, I'm just a very paranoid person. And anytime I get in a situation, I start thinking about crazy shit. So, you know, I'm affected by the drugs or whatever. And, I start thinking about wine. Like the incident with wine.
Why in the hell when I think about some shit like that?
When I'm affected, doing the same, like affected by drugs or whatever. So I'm thinking about wine, you know, how she was. And all of a sudden, like, okay, it was terrible. Because we was on the 7th floor. I live on the 13th floor. So we went to the elevator. Both of the elevators were shut down. I was so pissed. First of all, I wanted water. And I was so pissed. I'm like, oh my God, we gotta walk up the stairs. So the other girl had left, and now it's my roommate and her boyfriend, Tamara and Terrence. It's both of us together, all 3 of us together. And there, because they're obviously a couple, they start fighting. That's why I don't hang out with couples. I don't be with couples because they annoying, okay? So they start fighting. And they're arguing up the stairs, and I'm just trying to focus on myself and my paranoid self, okay? That's why I don't do drugs anymore, because I'm too paranoid. So, you know, we walking up the stairs, and all of a sudden, like, I just feel like my mouth is being, like, if you was to put a vacuum in your mouth, like your throat was the vacuum, and it's sucking, like, your mouth like that, like, closed, like that. That's how I felt. Like, all of this stuff, this is a true story. My mouth was legitly closing, like, all the time. Like, I felt like I couldn't breathe. And if that day that I was actually there, I was actually doing this. Like, I was like this, trying to, like, get air in my mouth, trying to, like, breathe or whatever like that. And it kept happening. Like, it's like sucking in, sucking in, sucking in, sucking in. And I'm like, oh my God. Mindly, to make things worse, we have to walk from the 7th floor all the way to the 13th floor. So we gotta climb stairs, which is making my throat worse. So they're too busy freaking fighting to even recognize that I'm having a hard time keeping my mouth open and keeping air going in my mouth. So I'm legitly like going like this the whole time, like like you would have thought I was freaking crazy if you would have seen me. Like I was legitly feeling like my mouth was being sucked in. So we get to the, after a while, like I felt like I was walking up them stairs forever, opening my mouth forever. And even when I got to my floor, I still felt like my mouth was being pushed, like sucked in. So I get some water. I'm drinking mad water, and I'm like, guys, I'm sitting on the thing and I'm like, guys, I don't think, like, I'm seriously like, this something's wrong. Like, I'm really feeling like I'm about to, like, something's happening. And I'm holding my chest, and it's making, like, I'm holding my chest, and my chest is feeling like it's beating like mad fast in my chest, to me at least, obviously. So I'm like, oh my god, guys, no, feel my heart, like seriously, guys. And I'm stuttering and stuff because I'm scared, because like this shit doesn't happen. Like, this is the first shit. So like, I'm like, feel my chest, my chest is hurting, like it's beating, it's mad fast. And then Terrence come, he puts his hand on my chest. He's like, there's nothing wrong with you. You just need to chill out. Miley, we all under the influence, obviously. He's like, you really need to chill out. Just drink some water, eat some bread and stuff. So I'm drinking water. You know, I don't have carbs, so obviously I can't find no bread. But I'm drinking water, and Miley, they're still freaking arguing the whole time. Like, if I'm not having like a major, I think it's a panic attack, but like if I'm not having like a major problem right now, so they like, you know, arguing. And I'm still feeling, I'm like, guys, no, like, take me to the hospital. Like, I really don't feel well. Like, we need to go. Like, we need to go somewhere. And this is the worst thing. Honestly, never do any type of drugs when you don't have people that honestly care about you. Because God forbid, if anything happened, and if anything would have really, like, if I was really about to die, the masses is arguing over there. They would have let me die. They would have let me die, okay? I'm over there. I'm like, guys, like, seriously, like, we really need to go to the hospital. I'm so serious. Like, I feel like something's not right. Like, it's not going well. I don't feel well. And they're like, no, you're fine. Still arguing, talking about, I don't even know what the fuck they arguing about. Like, what are y'all arguing about? She's like, Terrence, you don't treat me right. He's like, babe, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, what the? They got me so mad. But anyway, so like, I'm just like, yo, I really don't feel well. And they're like, you know, I had a friend that happened to this or whatever. He's just bugging out. So I'm like, okay, you know, talk to me. So I feel like, you know, my mind is not wondering about the shit that's going on right now that I feel like is going on. Because once you take your mind off of it, it starts to cool down a little bit. Them still arguing. They're still arguing while I'm over there like, talk to me, like, make me talk about something else. They're still sitting there arguing. So I throw, like, I had a water bottle full with ice, so I throw it in their direction, like, on the freaking table. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you sitting there arguing while I'm over here dying.
Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you sitting there arguing while I'm over here dying.
Like, I was really feeling like I was gonna die. So I'm like, I'm over here dying and you freaking arguing about bullshit. Like, are you kidding me? Take me to the hospital. This way you don't have to work with me. They're like, no, we had weed, we're gonna get in trouble, and blah blah blah. Basically worrying about themselves. Blood clot. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I'll take all the consequences. Just drop me off in front of the hospital and I'll take it from the rest. Like, I really don't care. So they're like, no, blah blah blah, you'll be all right, just drink some water. I'm like, no, it's not working. So then he's like, you know what, my whole mood is messed up. Like, I was like, they're thinking I'm crazy. They like, my whole mood is messed up, I'm going home, whatever like that, we about to go to bed. So I'm like, you gonna leave me out here dying and you trying to go to bed? Whole mouth, I'm like, cause I feel like my you know, my mouth is being sucked in. So I hold on, I like, you gonna leave me out here? And I'm dying and you leaving me here? So I'm just like, oh my god. So then they put me in the bed, you know, and they like, just chill out, try to think about something else and go to bed. They leave me in my room by myself. And the whole time, for that whole entire night, until I actually fell asleep, I was like this. I felt like my mouth was still being sucked in, but I was trying to just think about something else. And it took me a good minute to go to bed. And in the morning, I felt like shit. And like, after that, I promised I would never touch it again. I'm never touching weed again. It's like, no, 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 no. I'm too paranoid for that ish. I'm too paranoid. I don't like seeing crazy shit or believing that something is happening. But anyway, so that's it. Because I was laughing at wine, it happened to me. And like, I would never laugh at anybody else again. Like, I'm just I learned my lesson. Like, I'm not doing that shit again, and I'm never laughing at anybody else's situation again, because like, I didn't know how she felt until it happened to me, and that shit was not fun. Like, I legitimately felt like my life was in danger. Like, at any minute I was going to die. My heart was beating mad fast, my throat was being sucked in, I was drinking water 24/7, and on top of that, I had two idiots that was arguing about shit that had nothing to do with me, not even trying to help. Like, at least if they would have just talked to me, like if I was with people that I actually like cared about my life, it would have been better, because they would have just, like, you know, talked to me and be like, you know, it's gonna be okay, let's think about that time where we did this and whatever, and I would have felt better, you know. Like, I wouldn't have been going through as much as I was going, as much as I was going through that night. But anyway, next time you know, when you do drugs or whatever you do, or even drinking, just be around people that really care about you, because honestly, shit happens, and my life could have been in a most serious situation. Imagine if I did that with at a club or some shit, and they end up going to the back room to go argue about some shit, and then 3 people take me because they feel like I'm stupid and I look crazy, and like 3 men take me in a room and rape me or some shit, you know. Like, things can happen. So be mindful of the people that you're with when you do certain shit. And I hope you guys really enjoyed the story time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and don't do drugs, okay? Because it's not good, especially if you're paranoid like me. Like, it's not gonna work, okay? You'll be bugging the fuck out, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, junkies.